Tom, I give you the floor. Why in the world are the Minnesota Vikings going to release Dalvin Cook?
Rich, this is, number one, a culmination of several months of both the Vikings and Dalvin Cook trying to sort out his future. And number two, it's part of the broader plan that Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah have referred to as the competitive rebuild. You've seen what they've done through the course of this offseason, moving on from Eric Kendricks, moving on from Adam Thielen, trading Zadarius Smith, though the circumstances were a little bit different there, letting guys like Patrick Peterson walk in free agency. They're not going to do a full burn it down, tear it down type of a rebuild. And you shouldn't, coming off a 13-4 season. But it's an acknowledgement that for the long-term health of the franchise, they feel like they need to keep resources available to them to do extensions with guys like Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson, to eventually make a commitment to a quarterback, whether that's Kirk Cousins or someone else, since Cousins is in a contract year here. The challenging part of this with Dalvin Cook is you're talking about a four-time Pro Bowl pick. He's the only player in the NFL who's had at least 1,100 rushing yards each of the past 4 seasons. He's 27 years old, and he might well be the healthiest that he's ever been, because that shoulder that's been popping in and out for like 3 years, he finally got surgically repaired. And based upon everything that I've heard, he's completely on track in his recovery and will be good to go by the start of the training camp and the regular season. So there were scenarios all the way through the process in which the Vikings would have brought back Dalvin Cook. It would not have been at the $11 million that he was due, which was one of the driving forces behind this, and just the philosophical view on whether or not any running backs should be getting paid that type of money at this point. Dalvin Cook got to a point eventually where he did not want to take a restructure. He was never truly, from my understanding, never actually offered a pay cut, but he was not going to restructure his contract for the Vikings, nor was he really going to restructure his contract to facilitate a trade. There were some other dynamics at play throughout the process, but I described it on Twitter when I broke the news as a Hail Mary. That's what it would take for some trade to come together in the next 24 hours. So odds are, come 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, he's going to be a free agent, able to sign with any team, and make no mistake, there is going to be a market out there for Dalvin Cook.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.